Welcome again to the business.
How y'all doing? This is Joseph R. Wheeler III, the artist, the founder, and the president of the ONYXCON Foundation. I just wanted to talk to y'all a little bit today about this life called the art life.
Hello, everybody. And I know you might be saying, oh, wow, Mr. Joseph, you're very casual today. You just in a tank top. What you wearing, man? Where's your suit, or where's your nice shirt, or where's your... I'm just relaxed, and I'm talking to y'all relaxed because I need to relax, because I had a high-strung day somewhat. Still productive, still good, but one of those days that just kind of finally wakes you up to some ultimatums, some personal ultimatums of goals that must be accomplished. And so with that, I'm going to let this video play out natural as it came to me, which it started as a car review. Yes, I was rolling and I had some thoughts leaving a set that need to be shared. So with no further ado, we're going to get into that. And in between, I'm going to give my slightly more relaxed details where they're needed. Deal? Deal.
So, I'm actually leaving set right now. Always a pleasure when you can be on set. Always a pleasure when you can be on set. You could be anywhere else, but you on set. You know what I'm saying? You on set. Now, why am I doing a New York, Brooklyn sounding voice? Why am I doing that voice? Because I once heard the great Tracy Morgan, comedian legendary, on set. We were on, what is it? He said that he was coming on set, everybody's excited. Oh, Tracy's always going to be a natural comedian. Everything he says when he gets on set, so you know it's going to be a fun day. And he was standing next to a group of us that were doing stand-in work for the film. And he looks at one of my partners in stand-in and says, hey, man, how you doing? The guy was like, hey, I'm good, I'm good. He was like, all right. He's like, man, it's a good day. We on set. The guy was just kind of looking a little bit intimidated by his extra Brooklyn voice. Like, yeah, we on set. He looked at him like, nah, that ain't nothing to just shirk off. He said, man, you could be anywhere, but you on set. I love that. I kept that. I keep that with me when I have moments. Moments that make you wonder, why the hell am I doing this? Why am I putting myself through this freaking torture in this Hollywood side of it, doing background, and you know, every now and then you get that stand-in gig, or still have not had a day player role where I have a speaking role. Just give me 2 words. You know, a few words will pay most of my rent. Give me a sentence, a few sentences, I might pay a couple of months' rent. You understand? Yeah, like, that's real talk. That's really real. That's kind of that's the carrot we're all chasing and have been chasing for many years right about now. Okay?
We can do better. So we're going to do better.
So what can be disheartening when you love what you're doing, when you like where you're at every time you're on set, because you understand this is an opportunity. Yeah, but it's always a challenge because there's so many personalities. So I guess today's episode's theme is how to get in, get out, remember what you came for, and no matter how bad it gets, just remember, you on set. You could be anywhere, but you on set. That's major talk. It's major talk. Shout out, Tracy. Hope you ever see this. Even if you don't, I never bring people's names into these conversations unless I'm shooting much love and respect and shout outs, you know what I mean? So let's get into it. I was on set today, and it was one of the earliest call times I've ever had in my 8 going on plus years of doing this. It was insane, y'all. Some of y'all who do this, y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all are saying, well, dang, what was it? Now, before I say this, if you're a working actor, which I feel like anybody doing this, if you're on set, you're a working actor. But the way it's spoken of in the industry is until you get those lines, until you're getting lines, until you're getting lines, because it really don't matter what I say. Until you're speaking, most people don't even treat it like it's real acting. It's crazy, but yeah, that's how it's looked at, right? When all of this is part of the journey, okay? And I say that for my soldiers out there that need to hear that. They get discouraged saying, man, when is my time? When is my time? Right? I'm trying to tell y'all. It was 5 in the morning. You know, and it's funny when they give call time sometimes. Sometimes the call times are hilarious, right? They be like, your call time is 5:15 a.m. You're like, but damn, did y'all even have to put that at 15? Like, who wrote this? Who put that in? Who had to add 15? It's not, all you had to do was say 5 and everybody's in shock. Like, yeah, wait a minute. And in Atlanta, now the only good thing about this is you're ahead of traffic, okay? You're ahead of traffic for morning traffic, typically. Because once I got close to where I was going, and it's always an hour away. Everything's an hour away in Atlanta, right? You know, or 45 or 40 minutes. Forget about it if you think you're just going, you know. If it is in the neighborhood, you're very lucky. You're very lucky. And I have had those times. I've had those times where the set is right around the corner and all that. But it's extremely rare, right? What kind of day is this going to be if it's a long one, right? So let me say the good news first. First and foremost, we did wrap early. You see, it's still sun out. So I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. About that part, they couldn't have handled it any better. Now, what they did that I noticed, and I've been told by a lot of my friends who do this that have come back quicker than I did after COVID, 2020 COVID, and start working again, say, hey man, a lot of times on these sets, they try and wrap you before lunch, so they ain't got to feed you. I said, really? What? Why they doing it like that, man? They're usually gonna push it to lunch to make sure everybody get fed. They ain't doing it like that no more. A lot of times they want to get you out of there before lunch. Sure enough, this was one of those days, right? But here's the catch. When you get there, the first thing you're looking for is, man, where is breakfast? Now, I'm not a coffee drinker. I hate it for a coffee drinker. You might just die on set. I mean, really. Because they're not worried about you getting your coffee first thing when you get there. You know? And that's kind of scary for how I know some people could be about their coffee. They just waiting for there to be some real brawling, crazy moments with some of these folk in the morning not getting their doggone coffee. I guess they got it before they got out the door. You know what I'm saying? So most of the background was kind of chill. So we get into the wardrobe line. No. Let me roll back. Here's one of the annoyances, right? And this has happened to me on multiple sets. What I'm about to describe, I'm not even gonna say this was today. This was many days. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna bring in other days to describe the stress and the anguish of how it can be, right? So you get over there, nobody knows anything. We're professionals. We're trained professionals. We've been doing this long enough. We're not trying to shirk responsibility. We're not lazy at all. We're not any of the things that sometimes the rest of crew tries to label us, okay? Or try to pretend we are. It's really ridiculous, right? Because all you got to do is just give clear instructions and do what you said you were going to do. It's a deal. It's a business. It's an office. Without it being in the office, right? Everybody's got a job. All you got to do is make announcements. Do your doggone announcements. So anyway, none of the PAs are doing what they normally do. Most PAs always come in. Hey, everybody, my name is... See, this is the first part. You always introduce yourself. Always. This is beyond your job. This is what your mama and your daddy taught you when you was a baby. You come in a room. If you're there to do something, you introduce yourself. Because you're one of the leaders. People are looking to you for instructions. So you don't just stand amongst the group, and if somebody walks up to you, you give them information like it's a hush-hush deal. Like, yeah, this is what you're supposed to do. What the hell is that? Like, make an announcement to everybody first. My name is, and here's what we're going to be doing today. That gets people inspired. That gets people feeling the morale of the team. Like, all right, cool. We got a good PA. We got a responsible PA. We got instructions. We got respect for our time, our gas, our energy. The fact that you don't know who's in this crowd. Okay, all types of CEOs and professionals and people who work other jobs do background. Okay, right. So when you don't announce yourself, You've just been put on a short list. Well, no, that's a long list for me, of people who I will not work with in the future when I am the producer, when I am the showrunner, when I let you understand that when I made my first film and called it Boss, it wasn't just the name of a movie. But y'all don't hear me though. Keep playing. Because next to the smile, there's the growl. And y'all keep playing. So anyway, Goofus and Oofus, the typical, they're on every set. Goofus and Oofus are on every set. We'll make Goofus, it could be either or, but we'll make Goofus the guy who's always very slacker. He's a slacker guy. It doesn't matter whether the ethnicity is, his race, what, none of that matters. He can be anybody, but he's always the same guy. He's always a slacker. He always looks like he just smoked 20 pounds of weed and got drunk the night before, and he doesn't want to have to make announcements. And he's just kind of there, you know? You got that guy. Then you got Mousy Girl. Mousy Girl is all, now this one generally, it could be a guy too, but generally, I hate to say, it's usually a very young, very frail, very petite young lady who has the mousiest voice on earth, who's a PA, which requires you to have a booming voice to announce things to an entire group of background typically. Even if it's 10 people all the way to 100. You've got to have a voice, ladies and gentlemen. You can't be like, hello everybody, I want to say you got to go get yourself back in yourself. Make everybody want to come up and pinch your cheeks and put the baby back to bed, give us some milk. But that ain't what we need for a PA in charge of a bunch of grown-ass people who just spent their gas money away from their families and everything else to come do this because they want to. They want to be serious about this, and they want to know that they're doing everything on point. But if you start with that bad morale, Goofus and Oofus, oh boy. Even the best people start slipping a little bit. Even the best people get grumpy. Even the best people remember, man, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I ain't ate nothing. Man, even the best people realize, you know what? Do I really need to tolerate this? Now, some people, unlike myself, who are serious about being an actor or actress, they're there because they absorb something. They learn something every time they're on set. They get to work with the people they admire in the industry that have made it to the front of the camera, and they get to watch their process. That's the number one reason I do background when I can't get stand-in, when I haven't gotten the day player roles, and when I do get, and I do write my own projects, and I do get with my friends when they have the time and resources to make our own independent work, because that's where the gravy is. But that's not what this episode is about, but I always shout it out. All my people, you know who you are. We coming. We coming. Boy, we're coming. And we don't care how long it takes. We're in it to win it. So here it is. Goofus and Oofus. Goofus. You walk over to Goofus and you say, are you the background PA? Oh, yeah. Like, because you didn't announce yourself or anything. Okay, all right. So where do we check in? Because typically there's a table, or at least you let everybody know. Walk over to me and check in. Okay, that's me right now. Oh, yeah, hey, man. Yeah, cool, dude. Yeah, check me in, dude. You know, you almost have to go into slacker mode with them for them to respond to you. Oh, yeah, man, not too intense. Yeah, cool, man, yeah. And they check you in, right? On their little phone, whatever they got, tablet, whatever, right? Piece of paper, whatever it is. Goofus and Oofus, y'all. And so then you get clear from wardrobe. You got all you need. Line up. Everybody, we just need you to line. This wardrobe people always. Line up, everybody. We got to take pictures. We have to take your picture. We have to take your picture. Oh, my God, we have to take your picture. You know, they lose their mind about the pictures. It's funny to me. You're already standing in line. You're looking around like, who's not in line? Why do they keep yelling it? Like, we're all lined up. Everybody's here. The whole gang's here. Get in line, please. Would you please? Okay, all right. Like, they're just so about to fall apart. They take all their pictures, and then they send it over to whoever directors and everybody to approve what's going to end up on camera. Do you like these people, their looks? Do you like it? Do you like it? Do you like it? Do you like it? Going once, going twice, going thrice, right? Okay. Now, I know there's always a lot in everybody's ear and there's always something else going on, but guess what? It could be done a lot better. I don't care what you say. It could. It really could. Because once you've gone through the process of getting dressed, right? Here's what happens. I came in one pair of pants that they approved. My pants. They just had to change my shirt. I was like, all right, cool. Typical. No worries. But then, once we get down to set, which was... Let's just say it's a mile away. It wasn't a mile, but I've done it. Oh my gosh, I've done it. I've had ones where we don't have chairs and holding where we're going, so everybody pick up a chair, have a stack of chairs. You got to carry your own chair. We're going over there. I'd have done it. I'd have done it all. Yep. I've done it all. I've done it all. I've done it all. I've done it all. That's that Shawty Low ATL. Look it up if you need to hear it, understand it. Okay. I've done it all. I've done it all. Anyway, so you get there and everybody's feeling like, all right, this has been real fun, but where's that breakfast? Because I'm about to just eat my hand off, you know what I mean? And then, why do they do this? Hey, everybody, we're not doing catering today, so yeah, I'm sorry, because some people start walking towards the food before you go walking towards the other way off holding, because they say, shoot, let me get something. No, you can't do that. It's just crew over here. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, y'all doing that too. Okay. So what's that mean? We're going to get the mystery burritos? Yeah, the breakfast burritos. And don't worry, if you're vegan or anything, we'll have a vegan option. Okay, do you know what's going to be in it? They'll put all that together. I don't know what's going to be in them. So, okay, all right, let me get this straight. With billions of dollars to make these projects, you're always worried about liability. You go all out for the COVID thing, which you should, and thank you for those who do, right? But you're not checking to make sure that when they just wrap up a bunch of wrapped burritos in the morning, that none of those eggs have cheese in them. If somebody has a dairy issue, whether it be lactose, whether it be an allergy. Oh, you want to talk about allergies? What's in the damn burrito? Like itself, like what's in the bread that might set off something in the wrong person? You know, people have all types of allergies, always did, and people want to act like it's all new. No, it's been going on. It's just finally the society is switching towards understanding. If you don't get this straight, first of all, you created some new allergies, but that's a whole nother conversation. But if you want to play with this, you talk about the liability you're worried about, you're going to mess around. I don't know how many times I'm on set. I always ask people, casual conversation, get to know who I'm working with. And there's so many lawyers that do this for fun because they hate their boring, mundane paperwork job, right? So they do stuff like this for fun. You're going to get the wrong one. You're going to get the wrong one. He or she is going to tell you, I have an allergy to this, I have an allergy to that, or religious, spiritual purpose, I do not eat pork. And y'all going to throw them damn sausages, them pork sausages, which they always do, mix it in with the eggs because y'all don't care. Hey, just give them something, it's just for background, whatever, we don't care. They're not going to care either when they have you tied up in litigation for years. Years you put me through. I'm so ready. Don't be scared. I'm just an actor. But it's not acting, it's being. That's what my best teacher always taught me. Anyway. So, not only to add insult to injury, then you have the person who's sent with the food finally, and they always come with a big box or a tray or something, and background is typically in some abandoned building with mold and dirt and grungy floors and environments and things, right? With the fold-out chairs, and everybody grab one and you sit down in your little area and space out a little bit with everybody nowadays, of course. And you'll have to wear your mask inside unless you're eating. Then you can pull it down, eat, or take it off and eat. But as soon as you finish eating, you got to put your mask back on. This is all, it's protocol. And get it, no worries. I ain't got no problem with none of that. Whatever. But I do have a problem with you putting the food on anything other than a clean table. Someone put it on the floor, y'all. Not only is this beyond, it's so unsanitary, right? There's too many germs on people's feet and shoes. So you putting food on the floor? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What in the world is going on? Really, y'all? Really? Really, really, really? Really? Really, really? So I just, as the PA goofus comes over to tell me that I have to change my pants because wardrobe has finally decided that even though they had already approved me, no, those pants were too bright, we need a different color on them. Oh, don't worry, I'm coming back up to get my pants, I'll be there in a minute. Let them know I'm on my way. But also, for the record, man, no, it wasn't you, but when the gentleman came in and put the food on the floor, that's unacceptable. We are all adults, we are human beings. We are not four-legged animals walking to go get some food out of a trough. And even if we were, y'all need to treat that better. Because y'all ain't coming correct around here. You're not coming correct. It's got to end, y'all. This is the silliness. So those would be those moments when, after all is said and done, let me not make it sound like it was all hell. Being on set, what I came for, watching the actors that I admire do their thing, hearing their inflection in their voice from certain parts, just knowing that I'm there and absorbing that moment, that was worth every second that I always do this for. But the rest of this nonsense has got to stop.
Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
It's got to stop. And I'm going to make an offer towards the end of this because I'm not going to go much further and make it like the whole point of this is just one big rant. I mean, somebody's laughing saying, well, that's what it is, but yeah, but it's an educational rant. Because our point is always edutainment. Hopefully I made you laugh too. The kind of laugh that you laugh uncomfortably, like, wow, this is crazy. But yeah, it happens a lot, too much, right? But I want you to understand that, and I will say have I ever seen anybody put the food on the floor? Yeah, today was a new one. They broke a record. Yeah, I've seen, dirty table, sticky table. Oh, let me sweep that old food off and put it here. I've seen all that too, but yeah, on the floor, that's a new one, The wrapped up water bottles, that's understandable. They were on the floor in a warehouse somewhere when you got them. I get that. They always do that. But you gonna put the food, nah, unacceptable. Unacceptable, right?
We can do better. So we're gonna do better.